Alrighty. Hello. Is this working? Can you guys hear me all good? If you guys could leave a comment, making sure everything's all good before I get started. Hello. Can you guys hear me good? All right, perfect. Thank you guys so much for joining in, and thank you guys just so much for being here. Just joining in. I'm very excited. Hello. Awesome. Oh my God, I'm so excited about this topic, guys. You have no idea. I've been trying my best to plan this out all week, and videos have been so fun this week. Again, thank you guys so much for 10,000 subscribers. The giveaway will be coming tomorrow. There's just, oh my gosh, there's so many fun things going on. And I'm very excited to chat with you guys about this very fun topic. So we're going to give people here a moment to jump in. I'm going to try my best to answer questions and things here as we go. But as we give people a few minutes, for the people that are re-watching this, I'm going to share some Disney news with you guys. So starting off here, before we get into all of the park things, we have Shanghai Disney is opening on May 11th. They're going to have different guidelines and things to help keep people safe. So I believe the rest of the parks are going to follow those same guidelines as well. So I'm excited to see how that works out for Shanghai Disney. Next up here, we have Disney Springs is opening on May 20th with all non-Disney locations having the opportunity to open. Currently, only STK and Wine Bar George are going to be open as of this moment, but definitely more places could announce their opening as well. Also here we have the second of the 3 Hong Kong Disneyland hotels are going to open on May 15th. So one of the Disneyland hotels at Hong Kong Disneyland is already open and is under different guidelines and things, and the other 2 of the hotels will be opening up here soon as well. So it's just very exciting to see now that the parks are slowly starting to reopen. As I mentioned, the 10,000 subscriber giveaway will be posted tomorrow. I'm very excited for you guys to see that. Side note, I watched the original Tron movie this week. Didn't like it. I'm definitely going to watch Tron Legacy before Tron opens at Magic Kingdom. Very excited for that. I also watched Avatar. Great movie. If you have not watched it yet, highly recommend Avatar. I also have linked down below all of my park vlogs and Disney planning videos are linked down below in this live stream. If you guys like to check those out after the live stream, I would really appreciate it. Also, they did release new Wishables this week. They're currently sold out, but I just want to let you guys know that I did see that they were released and I did not get any of them. They were the Country Bear Jamboree Wishables. Wasn't a huge fan of them, so I did not pick those ones up. And lastly here, before we jump in to my concept art, I'm, again, very excited to hear all of your ideas, and I will get to your questions in just a moment. So some of these concepts that I'm going to show you are based off of other Disney plans that were canceled, like Beastly Kingdom, I'm going to talk about here in this live stream as well. That is not my original idea. And I also have 2 other ideas that I got inspiration from, like the Tangled expansion at Tokyo Disney Resort and also Avengers Campus. I'll be mentioning here as well. So I got inspiration from those places, and those are not completely my original ideas, but everything else that I do mention is my original idea and layout and things. So I'm hoping to mention some of the rides that I've came up with, the restaurants I've come up with, definitely merchandise. I've been brainstorming merchandise, even though the 5th park for Walt Disney World is in no way confirmed and definitely would not be announced for years due to all of this. So I just wanted to also state that here as well. It's just fun to brainstorm, get your mind off some things, be creative. If you guys want to grab a piece of paper and draw along with me and, create your own park map, it might be fun to do something like with your family, with your friends, and kind of like brainstorm and share your ideas. For Disney Park, that is a fun idea to do at home. So that is all the news I have for today. This is going to be the new thing for the live stream. So also, I wanted to show the cup of the day here for the live stream is this old Walt Disney World Coca-Cola cup from Hollywood Studios. I got an icy in it, which is of course a great time. So we're throwing it back. We got Disney parks all going, ready to go. All right, let's get into it. I tried to print out my concept art and the printer decided it didn't want to. So I have it on my iPad here. I also saw someone ask if I got their fan mail. I have not been to the P.O. box. We're trying to limit how often we go out and things, but I will definitely check here soon. And the video will be posted. The next fan mail video will be posted with that. So I'm going to answer a few questions here, and then we will jump into the concept. Oh, someone said the Tron movie is very strange. It is. I don't even know. It was a time. It was, yeah. I'm excited to watch Tron Legacy, though. It looks a lot better. Someone asked, what is my favorite color? My favorite color is this mint green that I have my wall painted. I love it so much. Thank you also so much for all of your kind comments. Someone did ask how old I am. I'm not going to announce that just yet. I hope to announce it very, very soon, and I hope to do a video like that this summer. So if you guys would like to maybe get some more answers to that, maybe a little bit more about me, this summer is when that video will come. So please stay tuned for that as well. All right. I will try my best to answer your questions here as we go back and forth, and you guys also get the opportunity to provide some insights and ideas here of my park concept and maybe help me add some more attractions and things to that. Now, I have a problem. I don't have a park name or a park icon, which is big issue because that's very, very important for Disney parks. So I'm definitely going to need your help brainstorming the park icons and the park name, because I've thought of so many things and it just doesn't seem to fit. I'm sure there's something here we can come up with. I'm going to try my best to get this here to focus on my iPad. I hope that it does. I'm going to hold up the concept here, and then I'm going to go through land by land. This live stream is going to be about an hour and kind of explain some of my ideas. And again, I'd love to hear your feedback and your ride land ideas as well. I'm very, very excited to see. All right, so here we go. Ride concept, land park concept. I cannot speak anymore. Oh no, it's not gonna, hold on. Okay, nope, it's not gonna focus. Not gonna focus. Oh, is that good? Can we see that? Like I said, I'm gonna hold it up here for a second. I apologize for the glare. Maybe I'll post this on my Instagram story after. My Instagram is linked down below. If you guys like to check it there. But this is a very, very rough concept. Like I said, I did so many videos this week that I kind of ran out of time here to do that. And also, I wanted to mention to my new viewers here, I post videos every single day about Disney items and things at 2 p.m. Eastern time, and I do these live streams at 2 p.m. Eastern time on Saturdays. So hopefully that kind of helps inform all my new viewers, and thank you so much for tuning in. So this is a very random kind of hard concept to look at. As you guys can see, I kind of ran out of time and had to use just some general images because I ran out of time. So very, very rough sketch. I'm sure all of the concept artists out there know how many different sketches that it takes. It started on this little paper, and I tried to make it nicer so you guys could also see it. So let's jump into it. So as I mentioned, I do not have a park name for this, but my theme is adventure. So I don't want to name it like California Adventure or Florida Adventure or anything like that. I feel like that's just copying things from Disneyland. So I'm trying to think of something going off of adventure or like expedition, something like that. Fantasy Island. Ooh. Thank you guys so much. Someone asked if I'm going to Disney World / Land again, will I do another packing video? Absolutely. Fantasy Island. Upland. Yes, someone saw that. All right, so let's just jump in to it over here then. So I guess I should start at the park entrance here. So entering into my imaginary park, here we have the whole Coco Land. We have, nope, okay. So it would be themed to the city that Coco takes place in, so you guys can see like all of the banners hanging. It'd be very, very fun themed. There'd be some great restaurants. So that's like your whole Main Street type area. You got the stores, the sit-down restaurants, all the fun theming. It would look beautiful at night with all of the lights and the colors. That I'd love to see that in person. So then moving over here, you guys, if you've seen Coco, you guys know that there are the orange bridges with all of the petals and things. So all of the lands are connected by bridges. I thought that'd be really, really cool just going over water, because then there could be the whole boat ride that goes around to see all the lands. I thought that'd be really, really neat. So we have that little bridge over here. And then this part, there would be a lot of like trees and things. I didn't add trees. I forgot trees. There'd be lots of plants and beautiful colors. It's very nature themed. Here I wanted to make sure I added a grape soda little stand, because I think that'd be really, really fun theming for this whole up area. So here we have the whole Paradise Falls type area, and you guys might be able to see here. I'm sorry it's like so far away. I have these little stairs here going down to this nice little dock area where there would be a boat ride. They're going underneath the falls, but then also in this kind of mountain type area, you would be able to access a queue for an up attraction. So you could ride in the up house, and it'd be like soaring type ride, but you'd be like in the up house exploring the falls from like the screens and things. So that's kind of my little piece of Pixar in here. And also I was going to add here off to the side an Incredibles type area, because in the first movie it is themed to kind of like that jungle-y type area, very, very similar to the Paradise Falls location. So this could be definitely a whole Pixar type land. So that is very, very exciting. I'm sorry, I'm trying to like get questions and things and all that. So we also have here the blimp that you would see in the Up movie. So definitely trying to include Pixar in this park, because I know we would all love to jump into our favorite Pixar movies. I just think seeing like the whole Paradise Falls and stuff would be really, really awesome. And I definitely think there could be a great attraction themed to that. So we'll kind of go here land by land, and I'll kind of answer some questions in between, get some of your input on that. And then towards the end of this live stream, if you guys like to comment any other just general ride or land ideas, that way we can, like, I can just get my feedback and just share my reactions with you. So we're like at Pixar Paradise. Yes, it's very like islandy. That's a really, really cool name. Pixar Party. Yes. Yeah, Pixar Paradise. I really, really like that. All right. Okay. So that's really good. Cities of Discovery. Ooh. This, I would really want this park to be like very, very immersive. Like how they've done with all the lands more recently at the Disney parks. So that's definitely kind of what I'm going for here. So now we're gonna just continue here through the lands, head back to the concept. I think I'm just gonna go through my whole concept first, and then we'll jump here back into questions. So here behind this up type area, I thought about having a Big Hero 6 type area. I think that'd be so cool. I'd love to see a Big Hero 6 attraction, and I think that would fit well here leading into this whole cityscape area, and that would be themed to Avengers Campus. So there would be a whole Avengers Campus cityscape type area with a couple Avengers themed attractions and restaurants. It would not be an exact copy of the one that they're adding in Paris, Hong Kong, and California Adventure. It would be something completely different. So that would be like really cool to see. I'd love to see the whole cityscape and being able to go into the Avengers like headquarters. I think that'd be really neat. So here then moving back, continue with that Avengers theme, we would have a Wakanda type area, and something really cool they could do with that is add a store to be able to build your own tech pieces. I think that'd be so cool because we all know how cool the tech is in Black Panther. So that would be the whole Wakanda area, and something they could do at night, they could do a cool projection of the like protective shield around Wakanda. Could you guys imagine walking into the Wakanda area and having the whole projection bubble around you? It would look so sick at night. I just imagining this is getting me excited, and this probably would never happen, but if it does, it'd be magical for sure. So here then, exiting Wakanda, we would enter the Tangled area. If you guys did not know, Tangled is literally my favorite Disney princess. I'd love to see a whole Tangled area, a whole Tangled ride. I'd love to be able to kind of walk through this Tangled like mountain village. I'd love to see just the whole boat ride and the lanterns at night, just all like in the sky and on the mountains. I think would look so beautiful. We'd have the whole tower, the waterfall, all the character meet and greets walking around. We could have the Snuggly Duckling restaurant. How cool would that be? I just, I love Tangled so much. So that would have a lot of cool mountain areas, really cool themed buildings. And from there, the buildings would also then transfer into this New Orleans kind of medieval-esque place, and that would be themed then to Princess and the Frog. So kind of like a New Orleans type old style vibe. That way we could get the Mickey Mouse beignets or just beignets in a Disney World park, because I miss them so much in Disneyland. I see you guys loving the Princess and the Frog land idea. Yes, I'd love to see a Princess and the Frog like whole restaurant, and there would also be a Princess and the Frog attraction themed to like villains and things. I think that'd be so neat, because the graphics for, I always say his name wrong. Is it Dr. Facilier from Princess and the Frog? I always say it wrong. There would be a ride themed to him and his whole song. I think that would be so neat, because the graphics they did in the movie for that whole scene I thought were really cool. So they could definitely do a lot there with that. So sticking then with the whole medieval kind of New Orleans type vibe, it would like slowly transfer out of that as it goes through the buildings here. We would have the Beastly Kingdom area. You guys can see here I used the photo from Beastly Kingdom. Now, if you do not know what Beastly Kingdom is, it was originally supposed to go into Disney's Animal Kingdom, and there were a few different sections of it, and I would just be using concept from the evil section, the whole like dragon section of Beastly Kingdom. And there was supposed to be an e-ticket attraction called Dragon's Tower. It was going to be this whole high-speed coaster. It was going to be so cool. There was going to be an animatronic dragon that would blow fire. Whenever I saw that concept, I was really sad that Disney ended up not doing it, but that whole Beastly Kingdom area was supposed to be where Pandora, the world of Avatar, is today. So I love Pandora. I wouldn't take it out at all. I think it's very cool, but it is neat to think about what the what Animal Kingdom would have been like with Beastly Kingdom in it. And there are some parts of Beastly Kingdom that I definitely would not use in this new park, but definitely that high-speed original attraction I think would just be amazing. I definitely would want to make sure that in this fifth park there are plenty of original attractions along with all of your classic IPs. I think original attractions are very important, and that is really, as you guys are mentioning with my ears, it's very, very important, and that's what makes the Disney theme parks unique, along with all of the properties that they own. I just saw a comment there. Shout out to Lucy. Again, thank you guys all so much for pointing out the ears. These are one of my favorite pairs of ears. Here, jumping back into the concept, we'll finish up this concept here and then get discussing it. We would have this whole kind of medieval kind of land thing, again, still kind of going, mixing in with like that New Orleans style, but also with this whole Beastly Kingdom style castle. And here, you guys are really gonna like this part. I know based on previous live streams, here we would have this volcano themed area. You guys can see there's like the entrances and things then leading back into the Coco section. Here, outside, we would have a Lilo and Stitch area. I think that'd be so much fun. Lilo and Stitch, you guys would get your ice cream just like in the show. I think it would be amazing. I think it'd be so cool, Lilo and Stitch area, but wait for it. Also inside of the volcano, there would be a Moana roller coaster or like a Moana attraction. Yes, Lilo and Stitch, yes. It would be a nice, fun, like beachy, tropical theme. So this whole park is very nature, adventure, immersion themed. That is my 5th concept for a Disney park. And planning this out, I think I have it where everything would be laid out really, really well, that whenever you're in each land, you wouldn't be able to see the one beyond it. For example, even over here, the whole Big Hero 6 area, on the other side of this blimp, there would be like one of the blimps from Big Hero 6 movie. Like everything would be covered up so well, and the only way that you could see all of the lands is heading here into the center where our park icon would be, which again, I have no idea, since there are so many lands and so many themes covered, that it is very, very hard to think of that. So I'd love to get your opinion here on a land icon or a name of this park. This park would be located between Magic Kingdom and Disney's Animal Kingdom. If you're looking at the Walt Disney World kind of whole resort map. And sightlines, as I mentioned, I feel like would just work in this whole thing based on where I have everything currently set. But obviously this isn't confirmed. This is just for fun. Yeah, that's all I got. But I'd love, again, to hear your thoughts here in the chat, answer some questions. I can definitely here sketch out some of your ideas and kind of help incorporate them into here, because there are definitely more things that could be added. There's definitely opportunity for expansion. I've even thought about up here in the Wakanda area, maybe expanding to a Pixie Hollow-esque type area. I don't know. There's so many things that could be done in this possible 5th park for Walt Disney World. It's hard to know where to begin, and truly I just kind of thought of concepts that Disney didn't do and then just started building on top of that. I really wanted to see a great flow throughout the park and definitely help include movies and things that are underrated but people really, really love and would love to be able to go in and experience in person. That's my whole spiel. Thank you for listening to the 23 minutes of me explaining that. I really appreciate it. So let's get in here to names. Name is Dreamland. Ooh. Someone said the logo should be a palm tree with Mickey ears. That'd be pretty neat. I would just be afraid of the palm tree being too similar to the Tree of Life at Animal Kingdom. That would be my only concern. Someone said Wandering Oaken's pin trading in Frozen Land. That would be really, really cool. That would fit very well in the Norway Pavilion at Epcot. Totally just blanked there for a second. Paradise of Magic. Ooh. Dreamer's Discovery. Oh, I really like that one. Someone said, what if they made a Ratatouille ride or restaurant? They're actually adding that to Epcot currently. I'm very, very excited to check that out. Someone said the Magical Mysteries of Pixar. That'd be really cool, but since the whole park isn't themed to Pixar, it'd be hard to do that. And it's hard. I don't think that they could really name a park off of one of their like properties, because I think the park needs to have an original attraction. It needs to have original attractions that can't all be IPs, like intellectual properties. That's what IP stands for, if you guys do not know. So if the whole park were to be Disney movies, rides, and shows, and you don't have any of that like originality to it, it's really missing something. Shout out to Hannah. Fantasy Island. Discovery Kingdoms or Discovery Islands? Fantasy Island. Someone said I should add a ride for Cars. As much as I love Cars and as much as I love Cars Land at California Adventure, I do not think that they should add Cars to Walt Disney World, because then that loses the draw to California Adventure. If they were to recreate a Cars Land at Disney World, then I don't think people would go to California Adventure unless they lived closer to California. So it's very, very hard, because a lot of the things, as you guys are mentioning, that I thought of, they would just fit better in other parks, or it just doesn't make sense to bring other rides from other places to like a whole new park. Like I feel like they almost need to start from scratch and think of original ideas that were originally set aside. Like I think it'd be really, really cool to see something, for example, like Tokyo Disney Sea. Majority of that is like all original. And I mean, of course, there are many different like movies and things incorporated, but that's, I think, what makes that park so successful is that it is like just immersive and original and just classic. Paradise of Dreaming. Ooh. Oh, I really, really like this idea. What if there was a train that drove you around the park and it was named the Adventure Express? Very, very cool. Do a Hercules ride or land. Ooh, shout out to Sarah. Adventurous Dream. I like this whole like dream adventure, like discovery vibe that you guys are going for. I think that's very, very neat. This is definitely like a dream park for many people, being able to walk into all of your favorite movies. I love it. Paradise of Dreaming. Moana Land. Yes. Moana Land. I'd love just to be able to, like, could you guys imagine like a Moana themed restaurant? Imagine the popcorn buckets for this park. That's, as I was drawing this, I'm like, could you see all of the wonderful popcorn buckets, like an Up House popcorn bucket, or like wow, there's so many cool pieces of merchandise that could be done with this. And I feel like I'm thinking a lot of Tokyo Disney Resort. Like if this was done Tokyo Disney style, whoa, just whoa. Oh my goodness. So someone said about a Wall-E attraction. I really wanted to get Wall-E into this park. I literally wrote down a list of like movies I felt like were underrated or deserved like to be stepped into, like just from like a theme park standpoint. And Wall-E, underrated movie, fabulous movie. I really, really wanted to fit it in, and it definitely could be added there, kind of in the like Avengers Campus type, like Tomorrowlandy type area. I think would be really, really neat. Yeah, I really think they should do something with Wally. It'd be a great ride, like a bleh, Wally roller coaster. I cannot speak. Alrighty. I'm sorry I'm getting behind on comments. You guys have so many like wonderful, like creative ideas. I really wish I could just like name through all of them, but they're going by so fast. Oh, this is a really cool idea. What about a Nightmare Before Christmas part over by the Beastly Kingdom area? Nightmare Before Christmas would be an incredible land to walk into as well. That'd be a great place for it. Oh my gosh, there's so many things that I would love to see at the Disney parks in the future. That would be insane. I really would love to go to Disneyland and ride their whole holiday version of Haunted Mansion. It looks so much fun. Someone said they might be able to add a Wally attraction in Tomorrowland. That is a really cool thought and definitely a possibility, I would think. Shout out to Selena and Sophie. Ooh, a swing ride themed to Tarzan. That would fit the theme, the adventure theme. Very cool. Oh, what kind of shows and nighttime spectaculars would this park have? That is a very good question. So I think, as I mentioned with the whole Wakanda type area, they would have like that whole like projection dome. I would love to see a lot of like projection mapping and things used at night to definitely like make the whole park like glow. Could you imagine like Paradise Falls at night? They could have some cool like lights in the waterfall. Very fun. Or they could even have the projection of the up house going by, like the shadow of it going there. So I really think it'd be cool if each land had its own little like special thing that happened at night. So you could just take one last loop through the park before leaving and just getting to see different things. Like that's something you would see different every single time that you went. And I feel like they could do so much with it. They could definitely do a show with the volcano, having it like go off every few minutes, kind of like how they do at Tokyo Disney Sea. They could definitely do something with the Beastly Kingdom, like Evil Castle. They could have like some more like dragons and things go along with that. I think would be really cool. There'd probably be some sort of fireworks show like all the other parks have, and there are definitely shows that could be themed off of the different characters and lands that I mentioned. Like they could have the lanterns entangled, like all turn on at a specific time and just help like kind of theme that whole area. So I think it also kind of depends on what our main park icon would be. Like I don't think it would be a castle. I don't think they should have like two castle parks in like one resort. So it would depend on what the icon is to be able to do a fireworks show like themed correctly, or they would do something like how they do at Epcot where it's not like around the ball, it's around World Showcase. So it really just depend on where or what the layout is. Shout out to Grace. The Little Mermaid Land. They already have that in Magic Kingdom. They definitely could do more with it though. Like in the future would be really cool because I really like The Little Mermaid as well. The park icon could be a cloud with projection mapping that changes throughout the day to showcase the different lands. Like Dreaming of Adventure. Oh, yes. Whoa. I really like that. That is very cool. I might have to write that one down. I think we'll write that one down. I am definitely going to post pictures of like my concept art on my Instagram story, and maybe I can draw up something kind of around the cloud idea. I think that'd be really cool. It might have to be even some sort of like original artwork, very similar to Spaceship Earth. Like there's nothing else like that, like anywhere. So if it was like some sort of like cloud type thing, like a completely original design, that would be very, very cool. Someone said Star Wars. Now, originally, whenever I was planning this out, my original thought was to do an Endor Tatooine, like another Star Wars land. I would love to see another Star Wars land themed to the original trilogy. I think that'd be very, very cool. And there was a concept that originally was going to be Galaxy's Edge, was like the speeder attractions and things. I just totally like lost it. There was going to be a speeder attraction and other attractions and things in Galaxy's Edge, or even before they came to the idea of Batuu and things, like there was going to be other things, and budget cuts happened and things. I definitely think that they could, and in the future, like, should expand Galaxy's Edge because of how immersive it is. I think it'd be very, very cool to see that. And I wish I could have somehow incorporated it into this 5th park concept. Tangled Land would be amazing. Yes, I cannot stop thinking about that. Oh, a Wall-E robot that collects the garbage. That is beautiful. That would be so cool. Guys, this would be so cool. Someone just said Brave Land. Yes. I'd love to see, like, I even thought about what if they did a completely, like, princess park. Like, what if on one side they had all of the villains, the other side they had all the princesses? You could somehow incorporate all the castles and the fun, like, restaurants and things. Be so cool. All right, so we have some more people joining here. Thank you so much for joining. I'm going to pull up my concept art again for those people who have just jumped into it. While I get this pulled up, make sure to like this live stream. I would really, really appreciate it. And if you could also share this channel with your friends and family, it would also be greatly appreciated. So here, I'm going to go over one more time the concept of this park here for those of you who are just joining. I apologize for the strange glare that is happening. So, here we go. All right, so entering the park here, you would have a whole Coco themed area, themed to the town, the beautiful banners and everything, and there would definitely be some great restaurants, stores, and a Coco attraction. I also forgot to mention earlier, and here, if you have watched Coco, whoa, you know that there are the orange bridges with all of the petals and things, so that would help connect the Coco lands here to the other lands. So here on this side, we have, this would definitely be themed better. It would look more jungly. Again, lots of trees and things would be added to this as well. Here we have a nice little grape soda stand. There'd be a cool little, like, quick service place there. We would have this Paradise Falls looking area with a small boat ride here going underneath the falls. And then here inside of this mountain area, transferring into our next land, you would jump in the queue for an up attraction that would then take place, like, in this show building type area. And here above that, we have the blimp that goes along with the movie. There on the other side of the blimp, you would have a Big Hero 6 area, also kind of connected into that, like, mountainy type area, very themed to San Francisco. From that San Francisco type themed area, you would then transfer into just a normal cityscape, leading into a unique Avengers campus experience, not like the ones in Paris, Hong Kong, or California Adventure. It would be its own unique themed area with fun Avengers themed restaurants, and of course the Avengers headquarters tower. Here after that, we would continue with the Avengers theme, and we would have a whole Wakanda themed area, and there would be a cool, like, tech store where you could build your own tech from Black Panther, and at night it would have a cool projection with the whole dome protection bubble there around Wakanda. Transferring then from Wakanda, you would enter the Tangled themed land. So you would have the castle here with all of the buildings there in the mountains. So I'd love to see the whole Snuggly Duckling restaurant and stores and shops. It'd be a really, really cool little town to walk through. And there would also be all of the lanterns from Rapunzel there, from the whole Tangled movie floating around. Going through there, the mountain, you would then have Rapunzel's tower with the whole like lake area, very, very pretty, great for photo spots and meet and greets. Here across this bridge, you would then enter a medieval type town themed to Princess and the Frog. So it would be kind of like an older version of New Orleans, and there would be an attraction themed to Dr. Facilier. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I can't figure out how to say it correctly. And then next to that, here we have the Beastly Kingdom concept from Disney's Animal Kingdom that was discarded many years ago whenever they were building Animal Kingdom. And this is the evil section of Beastly Kingdom that I have chosen from the original concept art. In there would be an original e-ticket attraction. They originally called it Dragon's Tower, and it is a high-speed coaster with a whole animatronic dragon inside of it. And then there in front of it, you would have kind of more of like that medieval, like dragon-y type area. And there could be another completely unique original attraction. And here, lastly, kind of covering up the mountain, here we have the volcano, which would have a Moana roller coaster or attraction inside of it. And here on the outside in this beachy area would be a Lilo and Stitch area. Again, there could be a whole ride for that. There could be a cool little ice cream little stand, and then there that bridge then leads back into the Coco area at the front of the park. And as you guys can see here, I left this whole kind of middle section open for a possible park icon, which if you're just joining, I do not have a park icon yet, and I do not have a park name yet. And everything is connected by bridges. I thought that would be really, really neat, because then there could be a whole boat ride thing that goes around. You can see all of your favorite lands from the boat ride as you go around the park. That is my concept. Little rundown, hopefully a little quicker than last time. I think I did better than last time on that. So we're continuing to discuss our ideas for lands we could add into this park or completely change. Ride ideas, restaurant ideas. I know I touched on merch a little bit. I'd love to see some really cool merch, popcorn buckets. Maybe we could do a live stream about merch we'd like to see from underrated movies, maybe like designing some popcorn buckets. I think that'd be really, really awesome. Hopefully here by the end of the live stream, we'll be able to figure out what our next live stream topic is. I try to pick a topic for every single Saturday. Oh my goodness. All right. Back to the questions and things here. All right, I'm going to scroll up a second because I know I just missed a bunch. Would the Tangled restaurant have a show inside, something like the Rapunzel's Royal Table on the Disney Magic cruise ship? That'd be very, very cool. Although I think that'd be also neat to just keep on the cruise ship. That definitely then like has that draw to the cruise line whole industry. As far as the Disney Cruise Line ships goes, it'd be cool to see a like whole show kind of towards the end of the movie. You guys saw them all dancing around the whole town and city. It'd be cool if they had some sort of show going along with the people kind of dancing through the town. Disney Villains Land. So anytime that I would look up ideas for a Walt Disney World 5th park, many people brought up a Disney Villains Land, and I tried to incorporate that there with a Princess and the Frog area. It wouldn't really be the exciting, like, happy Princess and the Frog type land that you would think. I kind of thought it would be cool to see it more themed to Dr. Facilier and his whole song. I'd love to see an attraction based off of that, so it'd be more of like a thrill, kind of spooky, like, haunted mansion type thing, Tower of Terror type, like, thrill. If that makes sense, I think that'd be really, really cool to see. So definitely incorporating villains would be fantastic, great for Halloween time. Someone was asking if I read the comments after the live stream. So I don't normally go back through the entire live chat, but I do read the comments of the live stream. So if you guys have like a longer thing that you would like to type or an idea that you would like to share, leave it in the comments of this live stream. And here after the live stream, I can go through and respond to you there. Because as I said, it is kind of hard for me to read the longer paragraphs in the live chat since they go by so fast. So I can definitely do that if you have like a longer idea that you feel would be easier to explain in the actual comments of this live stream. And if you are rewatching this live stream, throw your ideas down below and I'll definitely try to check those out when possible. Or, you know, I can just add a like to it or something like that to let you know that I saw it. Maybe we can do another live stream like this. Maybe thinking of the third park for Disneyland. I know they don't really have the space to do it, but it's something cool to think about and to imagine. So we can definitely think of more ideas, maybe give you guys some more time to brainstorm as well. It took me a week to get to this point, and as you guys have heard here, I definitely have some more ideas, new ideas, things I'd like to change and update and things. So maybe down the road I can do a video showing like my final concept. Maybe definitely improve that drawing a lot and maybe kind of make some like ride concept of like ride POV looking thing. So if you guys like to see that, throw a little like yes in the chat here as I continue to scroll down on these comments. Oh, someone said do an Inside Out Land. That is definitely one that I thought of as well. That would be so, so cool. But I think personally, Inside Out would fit better in Epcot type area just because of what they're doing with Future World. I think it might do better there. Whoa. Whoa, hold up, guys. I really, really like this idea for a nighttime spectacular. Oh, geez. If all of the characters came from their lands, like imagine them like walking on the bridges or on boats and barges, they could meet in the middle of the lake, like at the Tokyo Phantasmic. That'd be so cool. I just think it'd be so, so cool at night to stand out in like that middle island looking around like all the bridges. Like it'd be very like immersive and just seeing all your favorite lands, all your favorite characters, all the lights and the colors and things. Very, very neat. Like I just imagining this, I'm very, very excited. Okay. Someone said that they think that there should be a Zootopia Land. I would absolutely love to see that, and I'm very excited to see what that looks like over in Shanghai Disneyland. They are building that now. I think that's going to be amazing. And if it does work out over there, I definitely have heard rumors of them adding it to Disney's Animal Kingdom, where I feel it may fit best in that park. It'd be very, very cool to see. It would be in the Rafiki's Planet Watch area, if you guys are familiar with that. Taking the train back there, I think they should like remove the train, put in the whole bullet train type area, and launch you back there into the Zootopia themed area. That way it's not a distraction from your normal Animal Kingdom experience because of the buildings and stuff, so you'd like get sent to Zootopia. Someone said, would the upride be similar to Tower of Terror, only slower? It could be. It could be. That'd be really, really neat. Bridge to Adventure. Oh. I love all of your ideas, guys. I really like this is so, so cool. Someone said a Wally popcorn bucket would be so neat. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. I have so many popcorn bucket ideas. You guys have no idea. The ideas I have for merchandise sometimes, I feel like they're things only I would like, but I feel like so many people would love them. Like the Wally popcorn bucket or the Up House popcorn bucket. I just think that'd be so neat. Tokyo Disney. They got the merch right. I really wish we did the merch like how they do over there. Someone said live stream topic, underrated Disney movies and characters. So if you guys think that is a good idea for the next live stream, throw a yes or a no here in the live chat. Someone said I love my popcorn. I do. I had popcorn before the live stream. Not even kidding. And last night. There's popcorn every day. Oh, this is a cool idea. So someone said having a Dragon's Land themed to famous dragons like Mushu, Elliot, and Maleficent. So that'd be cool to add kind of in that Beastly Kingdom type area, kind of like that town that I was mentioning. That'd be a cool, like each building could be like a subtle tribute to them. That'd be really, really neat. Sugar Rush Land. Oh, that would have a pretty good bakery. That would have some great food. The Disney food. This always comes back to the Disney food, doesn't it? I always bring up the Disney food somehow. Okay, so someone said that they think that there should be a part 2 to this live stream because they need more time to think about this. So maybe we can like wait a week and come back to it. That way it's not like 2 back-to-back live streams. But we can definitely touch on that at the end of next Saturday's live stream of what the following one will be. Because as I mentioned, we could definitely do one talking about the possible Disneyland third park and what we think that should be over there. So some of those ideas could then apply to that one. Someone said I should do a popcorn bucket collection. I'm going to do all of my collection videos again this summer. And I did get a popcorn bucket every single day of my Disney trip in November. And those videos are linked down below in this live stream. If you guys like to see some of my newest popcorn buckets. Someone said yes, Disneyland could use a third park. They don't have room. And I have no idea what that one would be even themed to. A popcorn bucket for Moana Land. Yes. Yes. Oh my goodness. But as you guys are mentioning, yes, I will do the popcorn bucket collection. And maybe this summer, whenever I do one of those collection videos, I can do it here in a live stream type setting. That way you guys can ask questions about them and we can kind of talk about them and stuff. An Aladdin Land. Yes. Here's the problem though, because I thought about that as well, and that'd be really, really cool. But then it's hard to think, would that fit better in Magic Kingdom, like, or in the Epcot countries? Like, it's so hard because, like, some of the ideas, as I mentioned, that I thought about when I was originally thinking of this, I'd think about a movie and I'd be like, oh, it already kind of has something in another park. And I feel like the limit for, like, how many rides or themed things that they should have in each park per movie is, like, 2. Because if you put, like, say, for example, one thing about Finding Nemo in every single Disney World park, then it's like, why wouldn't there just be one land in one park themed to all of that? Like, they can't stretch things out to each park. So that's why I try to think of things that, like, weren't in any other parks, really. If they would do, for example, if they would announce this 5th park and there would be this whole Tangled-themed area, I don't think they could still have the Tangled area in Magic Kingdom if they would do this, or they would just add the ride for Tangled in Magic Kingdom and just, like, make that, like, Brave themed or something. Like, there's, like, a limit, I think, to how many Disney movies they can have in each park, if that makes any sense. I hope that just made sense. I don't know how else to word it. So a lot of you guys are also mentioning like older movies. For example, like Fox and the Hound, and I also saw Lady and the Tramp and things. And I don't know if they could do things themed to the older movies, because especially, for example, like with Galaxy's Edge, and they're adding Avengers Campus and things to the Disney parks, they're trying to appeal more to like the younger audience, and I don't really see them taking a step back from that and doing older movies that they are not going to like make sequels to or like try to re-hype. So that might be very, very difficult for them to do. Oh, I got so behind. Oh, I'm so sorry. Someone mentioned something about the Magic Carpet Ride in Magic Kingdom. Yeah, I think they should get rid of it and put something else there, personally. Someone said they'd love to have a child section in Galaxy's Edge. That'd be very, very cool, although I don't think it fits in the Black Spire timeline, because it only takes place like during like a specific time. Like the place and time that Galaxy's Edge is in is before episode 9. I don't want to spoil episode 9, but if you've seen it, and if you've seen videos of Galaxy's Edge, then that might kind of make sense. So it's like hard to know. There is like a certain amount of things like they can and cannot include in Galaxy's Edge to make it make sense in the Star Wars universe. Someone said a popcorn bucket that could erupt popcorn. That's like my dream. Someone mentioned something about hidden Mickeys. I love hidden Mickeys, and I would try to include so many hidden Mickeys if I were like to design a Disneyland. If you guys do not know, also, if you are new here, my dream is to work for Disney in some way. So say I go and design lands and things, I would make sure there are so many hidden Mickeys. I just think that's such like a cool thing that they do. Someone said having a Pinocchio ride. So they have that in Disneyland. And personally, I wasn't a fan, and I don't see them making another one. This is like, it's like a very cool like topic, like thinking of new rides and things, like just trying to see where would that fit, where would this fit. I love this. And we're at 58 minutes, so we just have a few more minutes left of this live stream. Oh no. Someone mentioned Olaf Land. I love Olaf. I love the Olaf in Quarantine little shorts. If you guys have watched any of those, but I think that would just fit best in the Norway Pavilion at Epcot. Ooh, someone said, what about having art workshops like in Tangled Land? That'd be very, very cool. Like having the whole like painting thing. Oh, that'd be really, really neat. Someone said, what about an Onward Land? As cool as that would be, I don't think that they would make a land on a new movie just yet. But that would definitely fit in like the Beastly Kingdom type area. There could definitely be like a whole Onward section. Be very, very cool. Oh my gosh. Someone said, how about a Chicken Little ride or land? Yes. Again, I don't think looking from like the whole like money Disney park standpoint, I don't think that they would do it, but it is very, very cool to think about. I appreciate that suggestion. Chicken Little's underrated. It was a 2000s movie. It was great. The Sky is Falling. Yes. Someone keeps commenting Percy Jackson. That's not Disney, so I don't know. Someone said I struggle to find a balance of what like was needed for the park and what's possible for the park. Yeah, so it's hard to, like, you think of something that's like, I don't think they could do that. Like, there are two, like, as you mentioned, two completely different mindsets when thinking about the future of the parks. And I feel like maybe that's why they haven't decided that they're going to do a fifth park yet. Or they may never make a fifth park, and if they do, they're definitely going to have to look at it from both sides of, like, what they can and can't do, what makes sense, what doesn't make sense. Like, there are so many things that come into play that it is so hard. Disney Life of Ava Holland, don't worry, it's totally good. I'm sorry, I don't know anything about Percy Jackson. Someone said it'd be cool if I designed my own popcorn bucket. Thank you. Maybe I can do a video on that as well. So someone said Percy Jackson is Disney, like, as a question. Percy Jackson, oh my goodness, is 20th Century Fox. Someone said, how about a Finding Dory Land? That'd be so, so cool. But I think here's the problem. So as I mentioned before with the whole, like, Nemo in different parks, so the whole Nemo, like, Finding Nemo, Finding Dory, like, whole franchise, you could say, is in Animal Kingdom and is in Epcot. I think personally it makes more sense, considering what they're doing, like, with Epcot right now. I think personally, like, looking at it from, like, both topics, Nemo works better in Animal Kingdom, and I personally would love to see a whole Nemo Land, Finding Dory Land in Animal Kingdom. But considering also, again, back to now what they're decided to do with Epcot, doing the whole, like, sea water area with Moana, it's so hard. Because as I just mentioned, if they say did this fifth park the exact concept that I just showed you guys, from, like, my ideas, since they're already doing something with Moana in Epcot, would they even do it in this new park? And this goes back to the comment that I read earlier. It's so hard because, like, what can and can't you do for it to make sense? Like, this is why it took me so long to, like, get to that. And as you guys can see here now, some of this wouldn't work. It's very, very hard. So someone said, I wonder how long the Seas with Nemo and Friends will last. And I love that attraction, guys. The soundtrack from the Seas is amazing. I love it so, so much. And I hope it sticks around. But, like, if they could, I wish that they could just, like, pick it up and move it to Animal Kingdom by the Finding Nemo musical and just, like, build a whole land off of it. I think that'd be so cool. Alrighty. So I'm going to answer here just a few more questions. We are at the hour-ish mark. So I like to keep these short. That way people can rewatch them Again, if you're new, I love to put live streams and things on in the background while I'm cleaning my Disney room. So I'm trying to also make that possible for other people that would like to rewatch this later. They're in different time zones and things that they can be working on something and just listening along. So we're going to wrap this up here soon. Answer here another question or two. Here, perfect. Two more things I'd like to touch on. So Soarin' exit music is good. Yes. All the Disney park music is so good. And lastly here, someone said it'd be cool if I designed my own Disney masks. So I do sell Disney Cupcake merchandise. The link is down below in this live stream, and the site that I make it through is selling masks. Like, you can go on that and see masks on my page right now, but they're currently sold out. So I will keep you guys posted on my Instagram and on my Twitter for when those will be available again. I have no idea, but there will hopefully be merch again soon with the masks and things. But on the merch site, there are the sweatshirts, there are buttons, there are mugs, there are all sorts of things, stickers, magnets, all of that. I'd really appreciate it if you guys went and checked that out. Again, linked down below. There is going to be a sale next week, I believe. I will keep you guys again posted on that on my Instagram and Twitter for when the sales will start, but there will be a sale this month. Again, if you guys could go check that out, I'd really appreciate it. Again, all of my Disney park videos are linked down below, along with all of my Disney planning videos. I hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's fun celebration video where I made the Disney cupcake cake. I do have more Disney food videos, like making the Rice Krispie treats and pancakes and things. So if you're looking for a fun Disney DIY to do at home, definitely go check out those videos on my channel as well. I have so many fun videos coming up this week for you guys. I'm very excited to share more of my Disney life with you. So thank you all so much for joining in this live stream. I loved hearing all of your creative thoughts and opinions, and I just really appreciate all of your support. I'm so excited to continue doing live streams and Disney content for you guys. So again, if you could leave comments down below and like this video and share with your friends and family, and I'll be sure, hopefully, here to answer those as soon as possible. So with all of that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Again, new videos every single day at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Next live stream on Saturday, 2 p.m. Probably going to be talking about Disney movies, underrated Disney movies, and then the following week, getting back here to the park discussions as we look forward to the parks hopefully reopening very soon. So thank you all so much for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend, and remember to do what you love and do what makes you happy, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye guys. Thank you so much.